How's it going, Comedy Calendar fam? It is still cold as hell out here. My nipples are taking a beating, but I got the bag bomb on them, so we'll be fine for today. To kick things off, we're going to send things over to our Epstein correspondent. We had a lot of stuff that came out this week. Sebi, can you tell me a little bit about jerky? What's jerky?
Jesus.
So from what we can gather, jerky is something new. It was discovered by a YouTuber, I believe. He was just like going through and he was like, why do they keep mentioning jerky and like jerk chicken and jerk this? But what it means, we don't know specifically. But with the context of every other food-related quote that is in the Epstein files, it's disgusting. Whatever it is, it means children and something related to either like murder or something. I don't know. But again, don't have kids.
Guys,
I'll tell you again.
Guys at home, listen. I don't know what level of wealth you have to get to. I don't know how bored rich people get. But they're coming up with all kinds of new creative ways to destroy our lives.
Well, they're definitely not bored.
Well, have you heard of like the porta potty parties?
No.
Oh.
I haven't heard about the porta potty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I know something you guys don't. So apparently there's this thing where like the super rich people and they'll have like the giant places in Dubai. They're not from Dubai, but that's where they'll go.
The houses.
Oh, wait, I do know about this.
And then they'll pay like Instagram influencers and stuff to come out, and then they like low-key torture them. And by low-key, I mean like they torture them.
But that's not even, I've heard of that. But that's not even the richest,
we
most
all know
powerful
about the
people in
Riyadh
world.
Comedy Festival.
No.
That you just have to be,
That's not
No, but I
anything
just
new.
meant like this shit's been going on forever. Like people have always been the worst.
I'm so glad that she couldn't wait to jump in, because this week we have two amazing guests. So everyone in the studio audience, clap it up for our other two experts on everything smut. You have it up for my friends Allison, McCoin, and Tarek Turjman.
Hey.
What up, y'all? So happy to be here.
Welcome back, by the way,
thank you.
guys. This is the
Good to
second
hear.
time we've had the duo on the show because of the amazing comedy festival you guys are running.
Yes.
We're gonna
matching.
we're gonna get into a little bit of what happened last year. We want to get a recap of how it went last year and kind of what you learned and what you're taking in from that into this year's festival, which is coming up this month because it's already February.
Yes.
Yep.
Guys,
3 weeks from now.
But we actually have a crazy lineup of comedy coming up this week in South Florida, especially at the Miami Improv. The headliner coming through the Miami Improv this weekend is a must-see act. You literally do not want to miss these shows. They will be sold out. But what was happening last week, Art? You did a pretty dope show over at Just the Funny that you've been wanting to do for a while. I've already done it once, but what was it like for your first time doing the Riff Roulette over there?
Man, big shout out Shannon Lalim putting the Riff Roulette together. It was my first time doing it. It was amazing. Basically, the audience makes suggestions, and during the show, you're clicking through a slideshow and you're riffing off the suggestions on the audience. I found all suggestions to be a little bit racist, which...
If you found them racist, that means it was bad.
Damn.
No, I mean, I loved it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, exact.ly.
He had a good set.
Yeah, killer set.
I guess you killed. Yeah.
I've actually paid $20 to get the recording, so I'm gonna.
Art was like, I was gonna be riffing, but this is all my material. So I'm just gonna start doing my stuff.
I will say there was a highlight, and I took pictures of it. So when I clip this up, I'll put it up there. I made a suggestion early before the show, which was meth versus coke. And then I don't know if the gods of comedy or how it lined up, but Lita Faye was on stage and she got that suggestion.
Oh, great.
She killed.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got material on the different. It was so she was so happy. I've never seen Lita Faye so happy.
I mean, for
talking about
context, this is a local comedian, great friend of mine.
Yeah, no,
who's
who's
very
wonderful.
public about her journey with drugs and whatever. So that's why.
But but clearly is taking that experience and turning it into
Lita Faye's
content.
one of my favorite comedians because of that.
Oh, yeah.
Because honestly, few comedians in Miami actually are that vulnerable
Yes.
about their
because she's
or
actually
honest.
honest.
Yeah.
She's not trying to like sugarcoat stuff.
Yeah.
She'll be like, yeah, no, that was fucked up.
Yeah.
But she'll make a joke about it.
Yeah.
So you're like, yeah, that was funny though.
Also an incredible.
It was worth it just for the jokes, Lita.
Not only,
yeah. If you're ever feeling dry, relapse. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Lita is not only a fantastic comedian in town, but she is also a really good producer. She produces shows all the time, every single week. Took over Dom's recently. She is always at different brewing companies around town, making new connections. She had Julian
Making
Henry's,
beer.
making beer.
She's
the best
hustling.
brewery.
She's
She's
the
the
best
best brewer in the city.
She's amazing at getting out there,
She's my little
at making
hop,
those
you know.
connections. Like she knows.
Well,
what
yeah,
she's
she
doing.
runs the South Beach Comedy Club
Mhm.
production company, and I mean, she's one of the best producers to work with here in South
Yeah.
Florida.
She always
Also,
pays
one of my favorite comedians.
as well. She always pays.
I like that.
Oh my
You gotta
God,
love
she
that.
Does.
You gotta love that, and on time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sometimes you're on stage and you hear the Apple Pay ding, and I was like, "What's
You're like,
that?"
oh, geez,
Ooh.
this is
There you
pro.
go.
She's like, "Do better. I just tipped you." You know?
Well, we have another. Well, actually, so this week, let's start off with this week. On Wednesday, February 11th at 7:30 on Miami Beach, I will be over at Sandbox with Cottonwood.
Yes.
Yes.
We got Paige Love in the house as well. It's going to be her birthday, so we're doing a little birthday show for her.
Awesome.
there.
nice. Hell yeah.
So
Shout
come
out.
out, show some love. Dude, I haven't seen Cotton in probably since last year, since the end of last year. He hit me up about doing this show. Super excited. As everyone knows, there's way too many flock cameras on Miami Beach for me to be comfortable. So
Yeah.
you know, I do like having written requests to be on the beach, so that way if I get pulled over, I can show the cops that
Yeah.
somebody
I'm
vouches
here
for
for
me.
a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an alibi.
Already pre-installed alibi is what you need to travel in Miami Beach now.
But yeah, on Wednesday, if you want to come out, hit me up. We're going to be doing probably something a little before the show, definitely after party after the show to celebrate her birthday. We're on the beach already, so there's no rules on the beach. You know what I mean?
It's true.
There's
And that's
no
a really
laws
cute
on the
venue.
beach.
That's
Yeah.
a really
It
punk,
is.
kind of goth venue. It's
I
got, some of the vibes church a little bit
Mhm.
in a small way on the beach.
The only time I've ever done it, we were outside the back room. They were doing like a poker tournament or something in the back, so we had to perform in the front. But I've been dying to go back and do
Oh,
it
no, the
when
back
it's
is-
in the
Oh,
back
yeah.
In the
room,
theater.
in that little theater room.
No, I
Yeah.
ran his shows for him last year for like 6 months almost.
Mhm.
And yeah, the room back there is amazing. It's like an actual like stage with like lights and the whole system,
Awesome.
and like they have rock shows there every weekend, and so it's just a really fun location.
No, and I love a venue where the bathroom door doesn't lock. You know what I mean? Like, I love just that.
The fear.
The element of
Oh my
surprise.
God, yeah.
The anticipation,
Who's
the,
gonna
like-
walk in on me?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, ugh.
It gives you a more consistent BM, right?
Yeah, so what I always do is I always pee with my back facing the wall, looking at the door, just ready to make eye contact if anybody walks in at any time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You tuck it underneath and you pee backwards.
Actually sit on the toilet, but facing the door. Like
Nice.
reverse cowgirl. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
what you
yeah.
got, daddy? Who's coming in? Who's coming in?
Sitting on the toilet facing the door. That's just sitting on the toilet.
Oh yeah, wait.
That's
I
just
forgot.
sitting on the toilet, you guys.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're picturing what he's saying.
I don't think. Yeah, no.
Clearly-
Sorry, I got confused. But you're right. That's just regular.
No, clearly, clearly, Allison's never been in a boy's bathroom.
Oh, I've had to
The
clean
back-
boys' bathrooms.
The back of the toilets face the door.
Y'all are bad at aiming. Oh my god.
Oh, but you know what we
Yeah.
don't
Just
have?
sit down.
Not the
sit
gay
down.
one.
He's talking about
Not the
peeking,
gay
he's
one.
peeking through the glory hole.
Yeah, and you know what we
There's
don't
not
have?
a glory hole at Sandbox, unfortunately.
Not yet.
I'll make one.
We could-
Yeah.
we could make one.
Don't listen. Don't
There
lie-
are there's two bathrooms like next to each other, so it's just a
We have
little
pl- we
drywall
have
we have
plenty
to
of
get
duct
through,
tape.
you know?
drywall and duct tape. Amen.
duct
Plenty of
tape.
duct tape.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
plenty of duct
You know, I know the management. I'll give them a call right after we take
Be
this.
like, you know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
You know what this place needs? A glory hole.
Maybe it doesn't need it, but it could use it.
Yeah.
For aesthetics.
It's like a character thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to get some traffic in here?
Oh, you want to be known as the only place on the beach?
Without a
It
glory
doesn't have a
hole?
glory
Like,
hole?
Yeah.
come
You're
on.
crazy. You're losing money here.
I'll be telling jokes there instead.
Just tell it
Like
through
that
the hole.
like there's an episode of American Dad with
Mhm.
Roger the alien. I don't know
Yes.
if you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, but Roger's my comedic icon, and he does a glory hole.
Wow, an illegal alien.
yeah,
This is,
yeah, is my icon.
Wow.
A gay illegal alien. No, but he's like, oh, the blowjobs are shit. The blowjobs are shit. They're here for my jokes. So that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would be there with a mic, like, "Arr," you know.
Yo, the
What's
mic's
the
gonna
up
be
with
coming up to
furry
you.
balls?
Yeah,
you know?
the mic would come out.
If I ever do a special,
That
the
needs-
cover shot is going to be like a drywall, duct tape, a microphone coming through, and then me right there. That's going to be my special
Nice.
cover.
You can do that with AI right now.
Yeah, that's not the problem. Is writing enough material to do a special. That's where I'm struggling with AI.
You can do that with AI now,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can write your special.
like Netflix.
I mean,
sorry.
it won't
No.
necessarily
There
be
you go.
good, but it'll be there.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you guys, when you're on ChatGPT and you keep asking it questions and it's like, Art, really? Stop. You don't want to be on this watch list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it just gets
Like
to a
we're
point.
already sending your stuff directly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you guys know when you like try to call somebody and your phone clicks and it's always weird and stuff.
Yeah.
When you can hear your FBI agent breathing.
Yeah.
On the other end,
Yeah.
Like,
It's almost
dude,
like
dude, put it on mute.
it's like,
Yeah.
bro,
Bro.
dog, come
Bro,
on.
put it on mute.
you're
Okay.
ruining this porn for me.
Yeah, for real.
Back when it was my Chinese
like, dude, I can-
special agent.
I don't
they
know who's
put it on
breathing. The
mute.
people in the
I
porn,
can
or
hear
yeah.
you jerking off on the other end.
Yeah.
Like
You turn off the video, but you can still hear.
he just starts like enjoying Mike's taste
Yeah.
as well. He's just like, man, this
You know
guy's
what?
got really good taste in
Yeah.
porn. Actually,
Ugh.
wow,
I
that's
think we
insane.
connect
They
politically.
start sending you
We can-
suggestions like, hey, based on your past searches, I think you would also like this.
Yeah.
I will say there's one comedian who definitely won't approve of this. Is this weekend's headliner? We have 5 shows this weekend at the Miami Improv.
Hell yeah.
Ari Spears coming back
Oh yeah.
to the Miami Improv. I know about 12 different people that have already reached out to me about coming out. And this year on the 14th is Saturday, which is Valentine's Day. So if you celebrate those kinds of holidays, I don't know. Not everybody celebrates Valentine's Day. Who knows? There might be people out
I
there
know.
that kill other people just to get their land, and then they don't. It'd be weird for them to celebrate Valentine's Day and also be
Mhm.
murderers.
Yeah.
Of course.
But if you want to come out, Ari Spears, I just ruined this whole promo. Now I just realized it.
Yeah.
So
You
this
want to start
weekend-
over?
Yeah.
You want to start over?
This weekend, at
It's
the
Mr. Spears. Let's start over. AKA Britney Spears' uncle. Yeah.
Anyway, guys.
Is that why he's famous? No, I'm
He's a
kidding,
Mad
I'm kidding.
TV legend.
I know. I grew up on him.
Yes, of course.
He used to
no,
play.
Yeah, we got Sebastian,
he
the
used to
professional,
play
do the
Bobby
promo.
Brown next to the other Mad TV legend who would sing as Whitney Houston, which was amazing. Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
What was that name?
I forget her name.
But
I don't know
anyways.
any of their names. I know their
Yeah.
characters.
But no, Aries Spears will be at the Miami Improv this weekend. He's doing 5 shows, and it's cool because he has a matinee show on Sunday, a 4 p.m. show that he's going to be doing. So on Sunday, there's not going to be a late show after the one at night. There's an early show, which has been doing super well at the Miami Improv. All of our matinee shows have been killing it, whether it's on Saturday or Sunday. That 4 p.m. slot has turned into something that has done super, super well. A fun time to go out and kind of do like a brunch style, get your day kicked off and then be home by 7 o'clock. So definitely go and
He
check it out.
passed out drunk home.
Exactly.
By 7 p.m. the latest.
On
Hey,
a
the older
Sunday.
you get, the
Yeah.
more efficient you got to be with your alcoholism.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. I love those day drinking because you pass out before you can even text a dealer. You're like, bah! It's like, let's keep this going. No, you're not. No, you're not.
No,
You're
it's a
gonna,
great way to save
yeah,
money.
yeah,
It's a-
yeah. It's a great way to just save money.
And don't forget, guys, go on MiamiImprov.com to scoop up those tickets. You can't get them on any other website. This is one of those shows that will not only sell out, but will have ads going up all throughout social media, making you think that you can get tickets on StubHub and Ticketmaster and all those other websites. And you can't. So don't. Go to MiamiImprov.com. It's the only place where you can buy tickets for this show. And get them quick because I was already looking at the ticket sales, and we are getting close to sold out for pretty much that entire Saturday lineup. Both shows on Saturday. Friday is shooting up there.
Yep.
And Sunday, once those 2 shows sell out, Sunday is going to be packed out as well. So if you want to come out and watch some really amazing crowd work, guys, you are in for a freaking treat with him. If that's something that you like, if you're always scrolling through social media and you're like, oh my God, the crowd work comedians. I like Jeff Akari. I like, all these guys that are going out there and putting out, Matt Rife, that are putting out like content like that. Ari Spears, I think, is the GOAT of it, man.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is the best. He is the funniest. He doesn't hold back. You almost want somebody to be combative with him on stage to just see how he's going to
Yeah.
attack it because he's that funny. He's that good. So please.
Like you can't even go up to get up to go to the bathroom with him. He's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll make something up.
Bro,
Yeah.
he'll
and you're
think
like,
of
okay,
something.
fine,
Yeah.
I'll just pee my pants.
Yeah, you're like, I'll just sit here.
That was my bad.
Yeah. But also, a true artist, someone who's been
Yeah.
doing this for what,
Yeah.
40 years? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
almost.
Dude, I was a
Um,
kid when he was on Mad TV, so
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So really worth it here
What a
in
beast.
Miami,
no.
where we rarely get some of the best artists here. But at the Improv, you get really good artists.
And to remind you guys, so it's Valentine's Day, the 14th, Saturday. If you want to spend it with Art
Yeah.
Roche,
If
guess
you can't
what?
roast your girlfriend, but you want a professional to do it,
Right.
take her.
Amen.
Yeah.
But if you do want to spend Valentine's Day with Art Roche, guess what? I'm available. Call me for a date, guys. Jesus Christ.
It's funny if
What
you
the
pull up, Ray, this picture.
Otherwise,
here.
I'll be
You haven't responded to my news art.
Ray, pull up this picture of Ari Spears again. Why does it look like he's in the backyard
Yeah.
from Breaking Bad? Like
Yeah.
it looks like he's in Walter White's backyard.
Yeah,
right now.
exactly.
I
I'm
don't
like,
know where that
He
picture
looks
was
like he's
taken.
from a Zoom background.
yeah, I feel like he needs more plants in that planter behind him.
Wait, he
I
doesn't
like
look
it.
like Britney Spears' cousin.
No.
No,
No, I was making
No,
his
that's-
bad last
that's not
name.
him.
You know, it's the two most famous Spears
I
in
agree.
the world. I'm gay. I can't say Spears without mentioning
He just gets
Britney.
real excited.
You know,
okay,
I just got
guys?
excited. She's
Yeah.
free now.
He has to mention Britney Spears every 3 hours, otherwise he'll die.
Well, yeah, no, she's free, but
She's
Is she
free,
but
is
she?
she?
but now we are all prisoners
yeah, yeah.
to her social media page.
She'll never be free.
No,
Anyways, love
We
you,
have-
Britney.
We got a couple of look ahead. So next Tuesday, February 17th, 8 p.m., Miami Improv, we have the new Faces of Comedy. So we have the open mic over at the Miami Improv. Sebi and I will be there. We'll be performing. You have Dart Vision there. So if you're a comedian, you haven't signed up, hit up the email, sign up, be there or be square. It's going to be amazing. We haven't had one since November.
December.
No, December got canceled. January got
There
canceled.
you go.
So we got, since guys, come out. It's gonna be awesome. On Tuesday, a lot of people have been asking, when's the next show at the Improv for you guys? Guess what? February 17th, 8 p.m. That's where we're gonna be there. And I'm looking forward to it because that's gonna be, an English show. However, we do have the following week after that, we're gonna have our Spanish show that we started at the Miami Improv. It's called Noches del Miami Improv. So that'll be martes, el 24 de febrero, a las 8 en Miami Improv.
Aquí estaré yo. Right? I'm
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Vamos a
I'm in the
tener,
group chat. Yeah.
vamos a tener varios comediantes. Tarek es uno de ellos. Allison va a estar ahí también para hacer comedia en español.
your Spanish debut.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's gonna be great. People are gonna love it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We'll tell them you're Argentinian. German descent,
I'll be like, her dad's financing this whole thing. So.
Yeah. So let's just stay quiet. Yeah.
Guys, her grandparents' house was just burnt down.
Yeah.
All just, rally around her right
Yeah.
now this time.
No, but in this show specifically, we're going to be doing a big shout out and a big remembrance for our boy Ricky D, who passed last
Yeah.
month.
Mhm.
So it's going to be an awesome show. Come out. Man, I can't wait. I love these monthlies and they're getting better and better. And this time we're doing the after party right there at Copper Blues next door.
Sick.
Ooh.
So you won't even have to call your dealer or to anyways.
Right.
He'll just be there, waiting for me as I get off the stage.
He's like, I know the drill. I saw
know
your
the drill.
poster.
I saw your.
He's going to be
poster.
like, I
Yeah.
loved your set.
I loved your set.
That was so good. Here, take
Here.
this one's on the house.
Yeah.
And that's
You
going
know
to
what
be,
you should do next time? You should have some of this before. No.
He's like,
So-
but that one I'm going to have to charge you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be February 24th at the Miami Improv. Now, that whole week, I specifically put this show on the 24th because one of my favorite comedians is going to be in town for that weekend
Yes.
for the second annual Vice City
City.
Comedy Festival. Cut over to
Yeah.
Yes.
Ray, cut to Sebi.
Bam.
Guys, Francisco Ramos. I don't know who Tarek had to suck off to make this happen, but
It was
Hopefully it was
Francisco.
Francisco.
It was no, I didn't. I wish.
I would've.
Yeah, I would have. I would have done
Gotta
But
love
he-
You're
it.
like, I offered.
anything.
I offered.
Yeah, I offered anything for Venezuela. No, we're very proud to have Francisco. He's a Miami favorite.
Mhm.
He does lots of Spanish, and it's exciting to have him back for English, which he does less of here in Miami.
Yeah.
So
No, and dude, he is
yeah.
one of my favorite comedians by far right now. He's bilingual, does comedy in
Yes.
both. His comedy, one of the things I love is that it's completely different sets. It's like
Yes.
it's different.
Yeah.
Like myself, as I do it in multiple languages, I'm a different character in each language, and I see that very much in him. And seeing him do it is what made it, really boosted me up that
Yeah.
it's possible.
Of course.
So yeah, man, I cannot wait. And I'm hoping. I literally put my show on the 24th, hoping that if he's in town a little early, he'll come by and say what's up. Like literally, I put my show that week just to and I told him already. He knows. So we'll see. I mean, depending on
You're
how.
like, I've been texting him every day.
Pretty much.
I mean, dick
He
pics.
blocked me, and then I got a new phone, and then I've been
Yeah.
texting him from that.
Yeah, what are burner accounts for? If not,
Yeah. He's like, I've been texting him from a burner account.
Yeah.
He's like some Colombian chick.
Yeah, she's pretending to be,
I would really like it if you came to my friend Art's show.
Vea pues, va a estar en Miami.
Oh my God. Can you Venmo me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
No. What I was gonna say is, like Art said, to kind of kick it off, this is the second annual Vice
Yeah.
City Comedy. Obviously, you guys are returning. We promoted it last year. It's crazy to think that it's already been a year
I know.
since the last one, but I remember the last time you guys were here, you were saying, yeah, this finishes and we already start planning for the next show. You guys had already tried to start getting, Francisco booked or whoever at that time you were going to book as your headliner already. Now it's been almost 8, 9, 10 months out since that moment. We're coming up on the day of the event. What was it that you were kind of taking, because obviously it's a quick turnaround, but what were some of those things that you took from producing this festival last year? The bumps that you took, the lessons that you learned, what was that, and kind of what did you take into this new one that you're doing this year?
Oh my gosh, last year was such a learning.
Well, the first
curve.
one.
Yeah, it's the first one, and so whenever you
So-
start something brand new, you don't know what you don't know. You know what I mean? And so there were lots of things, like especially with the timing of different things, like when to start getting, your PR packages out to people, when to start doing some of those things. Again, I didn't realize when you were, we just know better now. We've learned a lot of things. We've gotten better at the promotion. We have sponsors this year.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Shout out Nuki.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've got more venues this year also. Last year we were really only able to have headliners at Villain Theater, and this year we're able to have headliners at Villain Theater, Just the Funny, and Francisco Ramos.
Well, that's not it.
That's last year's
So
lineup.
since we're talking about last year,
Yeah.
I just got my Vice City comedy shirt from last year.
Yeah.
And
Finally.
Right on time.
Yeah.
and guys, I mean, look, you can already see from last year they had some of the best of the best.
Yeah. Jade, Brazilian American on Hulu. Carlos Hernandez, favorite. Chris Renoir, who's now in New York, but a Miami local Haitian American, amazing.
Just got a
and
Don't Tell
Pauly,
comedy special.
famous
Yeah.
voice actor. Yes, exactly. Just did his Don't Tell comedy special. So we had a stellar lineup year one. And this year we're gonna continue with the stellar lineups, but we're getting, the fact that we have more venues and sponsors is really making the difference.
Yeah,
And
so I can see because we have it on the screen right now. So I want to read some of the people. So obviously Francisco Ramos, I'm glazing over him.
Yeah.
But besides that, we got
Let's
Cindy.
talk. Cindy Ambuisant, which is
Heck yeah.
one of Miami's, one of
Yep.
Florida's
Mhm.
world-class comedians. I've learned a lot from her. Just, being around her, you'll learn. But Cindy Ambuisant is Trinidadian American, and she has a very sophisticated comedic style.
Cool.
She reminds me a little of Zainab, who was just at the Improv. But she'll be at Villain Theater opening night. She's our opening.
And I'm hosting.
Yeah.
Whoop,
Hell
whoop.
yeah.
Heck
At the
yeah.
Villain Theater.
She's kicking it
Yeah.
off, and I can't think of a better person to kick off our festival.
Nice.
And then, of course, we have Plus Pierre.
Yep.
An Haitian American, and he'll be closing out
He's
the
closing out the
festival on
festival.
Saturday at 10:30 p.m. He's the late show. But in between that, we have one of my favorites and one of the first comedians I met here in Miami starting off in comedy, which is Sergio Mendez.
Yeah.
And
He's been killing it.
he's been killing it online. And he hosted one of our shows last year,
Yes.
and it was only natural for him to be part.
He
And
hosted our kickoff last
yes,
year.
he hosted our kickoff.
Nice.
And I really wanted him on this year, especially because he kind of blew up on social media.
Yeah.
His brand really came together this year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so we're proud to have him.
He just hosted at the Improv for somebody, didn't he? I remember seeing him there one night.
He was there last Wednesday.
He was last
Last one.
He was there with Lucas Selnick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, on Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
So again, the brand's killing it. I've seen him now. He's been opening more at the Improv.
Yeah.
He's headlining one of the comedy festival nights. So
And it's, he's one of the Miamians who's Cuban American, so quite Miami,
Yeah.
Don't
quite
hold it
representative
against
Miami.
him,
His brand is very Miami based.
Mhm.
Yes.
He makes fun of Miami. He
It's
and
a lot
brings
of
light to our
inside jokes.
culture.
It's a lot of stuff that people in the
So, yeah.
area really appreciate.
So he was perfect to kind of showcase Miami comedy. Also, Julie Baez, who's Dominican American.
Yep, another staple.
Yep.
One of the first comedians ever to come out of Miami. And of course, the producer of Funny in Pink.
Yes.
Which is a fantastic thing that she does. Like, I will always give Julie her flowers because she has gone out of her way to make sure that up and coming female artists
Have a
have
show.
somewhere to
Yeah.
go, have someone to ask questions to. She's always there if you need anything. She literally takes over everyone else's rooms the month of October and just fills them with her all lady lineups
Yeah.
for breast cancer awareness. She really does a lot of good work, and it's really lucky to be like a woman starting comedy and to have someone like Julie Baez to help you do those things,
Right.
to help connect you.
And everybody
to-
at home, they know that the comedy calendar is very pro breast awareness. we can count on us every time.
Save the
guys.
breasts.
Yeah.
Just the awareness of the breast, nothing else.
Nothing else. We're
Nothing
just
else.
aware.
You can just take pictures, send them right directly to the account. We'll be aware of all the breasts.
Speaking
We'll
of,
provide visual mammograms.
yes. Speaking of Julie,
Quick aside.
Yes.
No one has medical training though. So
So yeah. Also, let's just mention our last headliner,
Yes.
which is Lena Siddiqui from Orlando, Pakistani American and queer. So she's going to be headlining our queer show,
cool.
which is at Villain Theater, naturally the queerest place on earth.
which will be
And-
right after Doll Link Up.
Yes,
Nice.
which is a drag show that we do weekly at the Villain Theater.
And if you like Ali Sadiq, you're gonna love Alina Siddiqui because she's just a couple more letters.
Yeah,
That's
More
exactly how that works. Yeah.
yeah.
They're the same person pretty much. Yeah.
But because we try to do locals, but we also try to do a Florida local.
Yeah.
And she's our
Yeah.
Florida local, one of my favorite Florida comedians. And then, of course, Francisco Ramos, Venezuelan American, LA based, Netflix, Comedy Central,
The Latin Superman.
Movie.
Latin Superman.
TV
Also a
show.
Miami favorite. He's one of those Latino out of town comedians that does very well here. Like I mentioned before, he does mostly Spanish shows here. So it's nice to have him back in English. He does English as well, but mostly Spanish. But
No, now-
also,
but now
it kind of happened. We booked him months before anything
So
with Venezuela
long ago.
happened. But because there is so much going on with Venezuela, it's nice to have a Venezuelan American.
You
That's
bought
cool.
cheap. You bought cheap on.
I
that
bought
Venezuelan
cheap, girl. I really. He would have charged me more. No, we bought cheap. Thank God.
you got Venezuela coin when
Yeah,
it was low.
when it was low,
I do
before
wanna
it was the
ask-
dollar.
I do want to ask a little bit about the Central Rivers Theater.
Yes.
Because I have never been there.
Mhm.
What's that venue like?
It is
Great.
beautiful. They actually hosted the summer shorts series this past summer, which was a big thing. It was a fundraiser for a lot of the theaters in Miami. They're a wonderful, wonderful venue. They have multiple event spaces. We are going to be using their theater space, which is a 200-seat theater.
Hell yeah.
Stadium seating. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Again, in a historic neighborhood in Miami where
Yeah.
lots of arts and culture are, which is Liberty City. And it's right next to Little Haiti where Villain Theater is. So it's also, you're going to be in the real Miami,
Yeah.
the actual cultural centers of Miami, which is very important, which is important to us to showcase the city.
It was really important for us to not only showcase the city but also represent it. So everyone that we have on the lineup is somehow representative of the city
Yeah.
in some way, shape, or
Yeah.
form.
Whether you're Haitian, Caribbean, Cuban, Venezuelan, there's one for
Queer.
all of you.
Yeah.
Pakistani, we're queer, all of it.
But then also just to be able to give another platform to all of the producers that do things every single week, because I know firsthand producing a show, that's pretty thankless work.
Mhm.
It's a lot of effort for a lot of people to just
Dedication.
complain to you all the time.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to make sure that we're giving those people their flowers as well.
Yeah.
And part of the cool thing about this festival is that we have comics coming in from across the country, and then they all get to go to the rooms that we always have.
Right.
Yeah.
They get to meet the Miami producers.
Mhm.
And it's actually been really cool because in this past year, since we had the last one, I've had a number of comics be like, hey, I'm coming back down to Miami, like at such and such time.
Yeah.
Where do you think it'd be good for me? And I'll send them a list of producers
Yeah.
and like the different mics and stuff
Yeah.
that they have so that they can like reach out, because part of what I want to do is I just want to grow our comedy community. We're kind of isolated down here. And, I just think it'd be good for all of us to be able to meet other people. And then that way also, if I want to go somewhere else,
Of course.
I've got a
Yeah,
plug.
you got to network. You know what I mean?
Also, the quality of the comedians that submitted videos to be part of the 30
Mm-hmm.
out of town comedians of this festival was ridiculously good this time of year, just because of people wanting to perform in Miami.
Nice.
The Miami brand is still alive and present.
Mm-hmm.
We've been lucky to have so much interest in the scene. And how many submissions did we have this year?
We had over 150 submissions.
Yeah.
That's
for
awesome.
the 30 spots, and it's really rough. Like honestly, the day I had to send out the email that said I'm sorry you didn't make it was, that's one of the worst days ever. Because
you should have me join the team. I would love to. I love giving people bad
No,
news.
I feel
love
awful.
giving people bad
I
news.
feel awful because I also know what it feels like. You know what I mean? I apply to things. I want to do stuff, and at the end of the day, The worst part though is that for a bunch of the comics that didn't get in, it's not because there was anything wrong. You know what I mean? It's not that your set wasn't good or that whatever. It's just that
This wasn't good enough.
it was just it was literally like a single point.
Yeah.
A
Right.
single point was the difference, and it just
Yeah.
depended on what the judges thought.
Yeah.
They love
That's
it when,
true.
look, I'm telling you, at the end of the letter, just make sure you put like, I know you may not be happy about this, but trust me, you'll be stronger because of it. People love it when you tell them they're going to
Look,
be stronger.
rejection
You'll be
is part of
stronger
it.
because of
We
it.
face rejection as comedians every day, you know?
That's true.
Mostly when we look in the mirror.
Yeah, mostly.
But you know what I mean? It's just part of it.
Mostly
Also,
our parents.
yeah.
They're like, "Why are you doing this?"
Yeah.
I wanted you to be.
And I want
But it's also to push the quality of English comedy here in South Florida
Mhm.
because you know a bit of the Spanish scene because you're at the Improv, you do some Spanish. But I'm very much in the Spanish scene here, and the quality of comedians and the quality of idols that live here for the Spanish spoken scene is much better than the quality of idols or comedians that we have in the English speaking scene. Not that we don't have great comedians in the English speaking scene, but they usually move to New York or
this,
LA.
is,
That
this is
is
the
what
capital of South
happens.
America. So,
So we want to bring more interest and more different kind of talent here for even the locals to witness
Right.
and maybe inspire our local comedians to do better, go to other cities.
Whenever
Mhm.
I go to a festival, and then last year when we had the festival here, I always come back from these things like real ready to go because it's always so like I did a festival in Chicago this past October, and so you're just there and you're like seeing all of these other amazing comedians. They're all fresh. You've never seen their sets before, so you're not bored. And then I go home and I'm always like, oh my God, yes, I'm gonna like write, and I write a ton more stuff because different synapses start firing.
Yeah.
When you start getting different stimuli and you make those other connections that maybe before you weren't.
Yeah.
And so I think that exchange of ideas is always a really good thing. as well.
I'll give flowers are due because I think, you obviously you guys didn't invent a comedy festival in Miami. They existed before.
Mhm.
But after you guys did yours last year, I really felt like a lot of other people kind of started getting their shit together as well. And now I've seen 3 or 4 other ones that are, kind of coming together. And we recently had like the Comedy Olympics,
Yeah.
Mhm.
which was a couple of weeks ago. And a lot of the audience members, what they said was basically like, damn, I didn't know there was this much comedy down here.
Yeah.
So these kinds of well-produced, well-run shows, in your case specifically, you're being conscious not only to highlight our city and the people that are here. I saw like Manny Garavito, Sergio Mendes,
Yeah.
Staples, Julie Baez.
Yeah.
But you're bringing people from out of town
Mhm.
and showing them the level of professionalism, the level of quality. So when they go back home and people are like, "Oh, what was that like?" They're like, "Bro, it was amazing."
Yeah.
And it
That
just
was the feedback. The other feedback I got, which I'm so proud of our Miami comedy community. Some of the feedback I got from the comics was just how friendly and
Yes.
welcoming everyone was.
Yes.
No one was trying to like be a jerk. No one was trying to intimidate anyone or any
Yeah.
of that stuff. Everyone just.
Yes, everyone was trying to sleep with you, but no, I'm kidding.
But even
No,
like
he's
the
not.
other
No, he's
comics
not.
that came.
That's
to
why they came to
shows
Miami.
from
Because that's what they say about Miamians. They're being nice to you. No, but
But everyone
the truth is
felt
out there?
very welcome. Everyone
know?
felt very like
Yeah.
taken
Invited.
care of.
yeah, but
and
the Southern Latino and Caribbean hospitality they
Right.
it
felt.
really showed through.
But I also feel that just in our community, comparing it to other communities I've been part of, the Guatemalan community, the London community, whatever, we're quite close knit.
Yeah.
And for me, it is that Latino-ness, Caribbean kind
So
of
when you
family
guys
thing.
when you guys are doing your shows, obviously you have a lot of different locations. You're doing it in a bunch of different
Yeah.
spots. Are you guys capturing every single show, or are you only capturing like the ones that? Because I know Villain has like a completely built-in,
Oh yeah,
like
we'll be-
camera system and everything. But for content, are you guys capturing everything?
We are having this year we're organizing volunteers
Okay.
to
help us capture.
help us capture
all
at
those
all of
other
the different
shows, yeah.
showcases.
so
Because
no,
there are
so you're not capturing them.
Yeah, we are.
No, I'm
We-
kidding.
No, we
No,
are.
but we are. Yeah.
We're having professional film for the headliner shows.
Hell yeah.
Right. Of course.
And photography, but
Yeah.
and a
But
little.
there's also 16 shows.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
a lot of them
And-
happening at the same time.
Yeah,
Another
it
one.
also depends on the producer
Right.
of that show. Some of the producers already capture everything, so
Mhm.
we'll have that through them. And then, of course, if you don't, but you want to, we'll work with you to do it.
Yeah.
But some of the other venues, because it's not just Villain Theater and Just the Funny, who are the premier schools and comedy locations here
Mhm.
in Miami, other than the Miami Improv, of course. But we have like Churchill's, who
Mhm.
just reopened. It's a Miami iconic bar in Little Haiti. few
Hell
blocks from
yeah! I
I've
didn't
heard
realize you
they've
guys
been
are doing it at church.
And they have
Yeah.
a new Thursday night with Kelly Blake.
Heard it's been going
Yeah.
great too.
Yes,
Oh, it was
produced by the South Beach
amazing.
Comedy Club.
Mhm.
So great way to bring people to an iconic bar like Churchill's, an iconic neighborhood like Little Haiti, and to promote this new night. They have that. The Arlo Hotel with Pauly.
Love it.
Mhm.
Con
Used to
Paula
produce
Barros.
shows there.
Yeah, they have their Thursday nights once a month.
Yep.
Mhm.
And in February we'll take over. And Pauly
Heck yeah.
headlined last year, producing with us this year.
So sick.
Aficionados with Lita Faye, South Beach Comedy Club.
Mhm.
Brickle Location, one of our only Brickle shows, which is very
Miami.
Miami.
We've got
Um,
Tang Brewery
yes.
sponsoring a
Very
showcase
cool.
for us. That's going to be amazing. Michael Cunill's going to host that.
Mhm.
And then we even have Manny with Thank You Miami.
Yes.
Which-
You guys are doing something. Thank
comedy
you.
spot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, that's
It was
so
very important to
dope.
include thank
That
you
is
because
so
thank you is an
dope, bro.
iconic Miami.
Well,
Hell
and,
yeah.
and
Manny, of
and
course.
let's also give Manny his flowers too.
Yeah, Miami comedy kind of.
That's one of like the main mics that's actually been stable. Like it hasn't gone away. It's
Mhm.
been
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
for
Well,
like
Manny-
5 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, Manny was kind of like the first comedian that I saw was really producing shows, putting things together, had his website, had his social media together. So I'll give him that. He's really one of the founding,
And dude, last year, 2025, Thank You won Best Open Mic in Miami.
Yeah.
On the New Times. So, dude, Mondays and Fridays, it's a staple. They have Wednesday all arts open mics as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Which are always fun. I'm kidding. They're all fun.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
this. All,
As a comedian, I hate all.
No,
yeah.
no, no.
I hate comedy and all arts open.
Because when you have an all arts open mic and they've just heard like 3 people singing on an acoustic guitar, and then I show up with just hi.
Yeah. So who's had an abortion?
You want to know
See,
the fun thing
that's-
about stairs? You can't make them bad.
That's where you guys have to expand your comedic repertoire and go up there, get a ukulele, and start singing some fucking songs.
Exactly.
Start singing
Why
some
not?
silly songs.
I think Ricky is gonna get real mad if we all start doing that.
Yeah,
He's gonna be
yeah.
like, "That's my thing."
I will tell you this.
Ricky stole that from plenty of comics.
Yeah. Ricky O.I.
I was
Yeah.
kidding. I was kidding.
Have you ever heard of Adam Sandler?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Don't get me started on some
Jack
things.
Black.
Steve
who?
Martin?
Yeah.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We want to go for a real icon.
Yeah.
I will say this: a big difference I noticed between all arts open mics and like comedy open mics is that for all arts open mics, the other people stay in the fucking room and watch your shit, motherfuckers.
They do.
It's true.
Got
Comics
good audience
don't.
members. Be the audience you want to see, guys. All right.
Be the audience you want.
I like that.
That's a direct quote from my fucking man.
Well,
right
it's
there.
again, it
Give him a
comes to
shovel
Miami's kind of like young. I think Miami's audiences are just young acting in the way that they're not used to just sitting down and appreciating art, because it's not just for comedy. Like I've seen people talk over musicians,
Yeah.
Mhm.
whatever it is. We can't just sit there and
Well,
enjoy
Miami
the show.
is also just like overall a young city.
Yeah.
Like Miami as a city is younger than like the comedy scene in New York. like
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
so when you start looking at those things, you're like, okay, well, that makes sense. We don't have as many like giant established institutions, but we're creating them right now.
We are.
And look, straight from Tarek's mouth, Miami, you need to learn how to support art. Okay, you need to support art financially. You need to support me creatively. You need to support me.
You need to
emotionally.
sell us now. Okay.
No. It's 'cause
QR
he's not-
codes
Actually,
on
hold on.
on the screen.
He's not talking about the arts community. He's
Yeah,
talking about
the
art.
arts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Talking about art.
Yeah.
So speaking of
All
which,
art. All
Comedy
art.
Canada, we just came out with a new merch. So
Ooh.
Comedy Canada lighters.
Lighters.
It's like an NFT. There's only gonna be 50 of these.
Okay.
$10 for a lighter, which you're like, it's a lot. Comes with a free blowjob.
Wow, that
And
is
it's transferable.
A deal.
But you
That's
have
a
to,
deal.
but you have
I
to,
mean-
you have to follow
Wait.
the comedy calendar.
Who's it from?
It's transferable, so you can get one. You can pass it to him. He can get one. You can.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
just have
The
to follow-
blowjob or the lighter?
It's a surprise. You know what I mean?
both. You just have to follow
Because
the
the
comedy
$10
calendar.
and a free one, that's a good deal sometimes.
Right.
For sometimes you might be like,
Yeah.
It's like an IOU. It's not like right now.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
not like right when you buy it. You have to receive your gift.
You got to bring the lighter to another comedy show.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you got to come out to another show.
It's like some of those, like I went to the Heineken factory tour
Right.
years ago in Amsterdam, and to get your souvenir glass, you actually had to go across town and like show them your ticket, and then they gave it to you in like their gift shop.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say they made you like chug a pint. And they're like,
Yeah.
"You got to prove that you're away."
Yeah.
I thought she was going with blowjob. I was about
Yeah.
to fly to, I was
No,
about to fly to
Heineken,
Amsterdam right now.
Heineken
I was like,
is,
what?
No, they just
Heineken-
made you like go to a different spot to get it because
Heineken's in
then
Amsterdam.
they could probably
right?
get you. Yeah.
Yeah.
in the Netherlands.
In the
Yeah.
Netherlands.
In the Netherlands.
Yeah.
If you guys see me out there, buy your comedy calendar lighters. I've sold already about 20 something of them. So there's only a few left. And it does, I mean, if you bring this to a comedy show, guys, you'll see the perks that you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can light a cigarette whenever you want.
Really? You can light.
You can have another comic borrow it from you and then never give it
Never-
back.
But you'll
Yeah.
know it's yours
But
because
you
it's
know
the
it's
one that
yours.
has the
'Cause
comedy
there's only
calendar
15 and it's an NFT.
Yeah, and so
Yeah,
the lady can be
exactly.
like, what number is that?
You're like
Huh?
the serial number on the bottom proves that this is my
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
comedy calendar lighter.
Listen, I'll have them personalized for you. I don't give a shit. Just give me $10. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I also want to mention that, because we were talking about like the scene, how, I talked to a few sponsors. It's been a hard year for sponsorship just because the economy is doing bad. Y'all, did you realize?
What?
But
No.
but I could see how many like young up and coming companies were interested in getting into the South Florida market, specifically Miami,
Mhm.
because Miami implies there might be internationalism that rubs
Of
off
course.
on it. So
Mhm.
Latinos that travel here will mention their brand.
I mean,
where
you
they
have the right,
go.
you have the right
And
headliner for that.
and we definitely have the right headliner for that. So
immigration
I
is big right now. So
yeah, yeah. Flying off to exotic locations like El Salvador is very popular. But
you know what? I heard the resort there is fantastic. You never even want to leave.
oh,
It's like the
wow.
Hotel California.
yeah.
But so I just want to mention, like, we really need to nurture our city because
Mhm.
there is a great value. And just the name Miami and the brand, I can tell you a lot of comedians just apply to go do comedy somewhere. as
Because they
tropical
live in
and fun.
Boston and they're coming here in February.
Yeah.
True.
And they're
But
finally.
Let me make sure that
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
let's make sure we mention
The sponsors.
we did it all
Nookie.
for the nookie.
We do it all for the Nookie. They're sponsoring our show for Francisco Ramos.
Yep.
Yes.
And guess what? You can drink nookie. You don't need no ice.
Yes. No, I'm sorry we didn't cool them for you.
No,
No, it's all right.
No, no.
But this is a
No, nothing to do with
gluten-free
cooling,
vodka
no
seltzer
ice.
from Canada.
Yes.
So it's not problematic seltzer. It doesn't have an aftertaste, but it does have health insurance.
And
So
it's bilingual.
and it's bilingual. It speaks French to you.
Mhm.
You start speaking English and you end up speaking French.
And this one's Persian lime,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
And very accommodating for the times.
I like it.
But yeah, thank you, Nookie, for
Mhm.
sponsoring us. And we're very excited to have kind of like a new, fresh brand.
And we'll have tasting stations.
Yes.
So at the San Joel Rivers
Very cool.
Theater, we're gonna have a Nuki rep there next to the bar
Mhm.
giving out tastings. You do need to be 21 years old to taste.
Yeah.
Amen.
Um,
And I'll be there. I'm not associated with them, but if you want to do a body shot off of me, I'll be there to.
Yeah.
oh,
Nice.
We
yeah.
can
Yeah, it's like
associate
Costco.
you. Yeah.
yes, yes.
We'll have your naked body lying on the bar with little shot glasses, and people eat it off. You.
Yeah, like
it's
sushi.
sushi.
You can build
There
a
you go.
thousand
Yeah.
bridges, but you do body shots at
Yeah.
Costco
People
one
just-
time, and
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes
Well.
sense. That makes sense. Incredible. No, I will say this though, the whole undertaking of just putting together a comedy festival and doing it like in Miami, I can only imagine how difficult it is, especially like you said, with all the venues and like kind of organizing all the pieces, getting all of that to kind of come together harmoniously
I
is
kind
insane.
of feel like a conspiracy theorist with like the string on the wall as I'm
yeah.
like trying to make sure like
Yeah.
okay this person's gonna be here on this time, okay, whatever, and then I have these people and then they're gonna need to move here, and I did it, but
I don't know how you guys manage all the group chats. I'm sure you have like a
Um,
group chat for every show with every comic in it, and it's the most confusing thing ever.
The secrets in working
follow up
with
emails
yeah.
is the goal right
Yeah.
now.
Okay,
You
okay.
send a follow up email and then you just
Yeah, but these
use
are also
that.
producers we constantly work with.
Yeah.
Lita,
Got you.
Polly, Kelly, Manny. So we already have, it helps you do so many different events because they basically take care of their
Yeah.
own event because
Nice.
their regular show.
yeah, because
We're
these
just-
shows have
yeah.
already always been happening,
Mhm.
and
And
so
we
the
just
lo-
take over that month. or
and so
week,
I'm
you know?
able to just be like, hey, Lita, you do this every week. I'm just going to send you some comics and you can do exactly what you do every week. Manny, same thing.
Nice.
Do exactly what you do every week. And we're just going to throw you some new friends.
Yeah.
Cool.
well,
And
I
they've
love-
done amazing.
I
Mhm.
love how you make it sound so easy. However, we know a lot of people that have talked about since we started doing comedy, doing festival. Oh, guys, why don't we just do a festival? And then it just takes somebody to actually fucking do the hard work, put it
Right.
together, convince everyone. And the fact that you guys did not only one last year that went really well, But this year you're doing another one, which is bigger. Every headliner is bigger. Every show is bigger. More venues, more days.
Yeah.
So like that takes that's the fucking hard work that it takes. Like talking the bullshit talk is easy. Walking the shit is the fucking hard part. And you guys are doing it.
We're also and just even getting the organizational part done. We're actually a fiscally sponsored project through the Center for Social Change. So we run as a nonprofit, which also means that any donations are 100% tax deductible.
Yes.
Give me money, please.
Sponsorships too.
Yeah.
They're treated as donations.
Are people that need tax donations?
And there's
invited to the
someone
show?
overseeing everything we do.
There we go.
You know, financially, especially, so it gives you the security or safety sponsors and donators want. But
we're not a fire festival.
Yeah.
We're not just gonna run away with your money.
we knew from the beginning if we wanted to do a festival, we had to include everyone.
Yeah.
And if we've included most of the venues, and some of them either chose not to.
Wait, Sebi,
or
are you on the festival?
I know, but I also didn't submit.
Oh, I'm not on the festival, so I guess they didn't include everyone.
Yeah.
But
Well,
we didn't apply.
I was just gonna say next year you guys should produce a show with us at the Improv. One of those nights, because that's how it works. You got to tell us. I have a venue. You guys are very important in the scene.
Wait, I've been blowing all D this whole year for nothing. Then
For nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
no.
he's not even associated with this.
No.
He will be hosting.
You got
He will
me
be.
again,
He will be
Aldi.
hosting.
No, Aldi is part of the festival. He'll be hosting for Alina Siddiqui Friday.
Hell yeah.
You
February
fooled me
27th.
once.
But yeah, that's how it works. If you see a lot of the locals who made it on there are the producers or hosts of the local shows, and of course the headliners. But if you want to be part of my festival, produce a show for me.
Amen. No, but
I'd love to do that. But
Get a killer 5-minute tape ready.
yeah.
Like I love watching people's.
I mean, let's
tapes.
shout out
I
some
love
of the locals who are.
I love watching people, but then the state of Florida is like, that's stalking.
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. They're weird about it. They're like,
They're like, you can't surveil
can't.
people without them knowing.
It's not a comedy
She's always
set.
like, get out of my bushes.
Yeah. This is a comedy set. There's someone peeing, no, but just to shout out some of the locals that submitted and made it on Milton Granadillo,
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Venezuelan American. He's
Nice.
part of the lineup.
Love him.
Yes, he'll be at the Francisco show.
Heck
Shit,
yeah.
actually, he might be there on the 24th, but he might be out of town, so let's just try to work it out.
So who else is?
I'm looking
we
at
have her
the
Dow Nguyen.
Yeah, we also.
Ashvin, one of my favorite. Ashvin applied and got picked.
You guys are really letting anybody on there, I guess.
Ashvin is great, bro.
I love Ashvin.
I know y'all
a
are.
really good tape.
Yeah,
No,
he
sure.
sent a very good
We
tape.
love Ashvin.
He's also done shows for me
Yeah.
at Villain, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
always killed.
No, and all his powders are curried, so it's amazing.
Yeah,
Fantastic. The best. His mom makes the best curry. Well, did make the best curry in Dade County.
that's why he gets booked for his mom's curry.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason.
I didn't
yeah.
say that.
No,
Okay.
the locals that we
just
had
because your
on-
mom is Indian doesn't mean she cooks good. But
She's
I
a
bet she
terrible
does.
cook.
Yeah.
She's a horrible.
She's a horrible cook.
No, you know what? I'm not.
But she
had
tries.
Her food is bland.
You eat it with enough white rice and it'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It'll be all right.
We had Ashvin. He's up in West Palm.
Mhm.
We had Dow. I think he's up in Broward as well.
Yeah.
Dr. Dow.
And then we had Josh Brock, which
Yes,
Yeah.
Cool.
Josh Brad.
he does stuff out of Broward.
Mhm.
Lee Cohen,
Of
they're
course,
out
from
of
Orlando.
Orlando. We have Milton, which we already talked about, and then I'm pretty sure those are our
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
locals that got in, and
Very
And if
cool.
you're local, and you want to be part of it, submit when we release the submission date. People have the idea that we want to get locals on this
Mhm.
lineup. So, we just want to be fair. So, we want to push the envelope.
To be fuck being fair.
Yeah.
You guys are doing all the fucking hard work. Like, if
But in
you want to
terms
be
of
on this
picking,
shit, submit, do a good job, and if you
But
get picked, trust it's because you won
Yeah.
that spot. There's no fucking, you know what I mean? Like, you won that spot, you win that spot. That's how it works.
And these locals should be proud because they were being compared to New York, LA. We have comics from all the major comedy scenes.
And guess what? If
So
get
you
on-
made it.
Like Ash, after he's on this festival, guess what? If he's applying to another festival, the fact that he was already on a festival
Is
gives him the
definitely gonna help him.
experience,
Yeah.
gives him the, and it kind of validates you in other markets. I saw that young lady.
It also
online.
creates a relationship with us, so we can work in the future. Where it's like, this year, you know, like Sergio, who opened a show last year. This year, he's one of the headliners and helping us produce one of the shows. You know, that's how we love to work. You know, if one year Ashvin could eventually be a headliner, who knows where he goes? He's a young guy with so much talent.
He's like,
you know,
22.
I
right?
know,
like,
but
so little.
and so talented. So that's a type of South Florida talent that I would love to grow this festival with, and you know, help promote.
Well, that's also part of it too. Like, I know when I've gone to festivals, it is the best feeling in the world to get in and know that you don't know any of these people. They just watched your tape and they liked it.
Yeah. Also, the tapes were watched by us too, but of course, a series of judges that we recruited, professional comedians from around the country. So it wasn't just me and Allison, like, you're ugly. You know?
Oh no, we just reviewed them at the very end. We reviewed the top
we reviewed
ones.
the ones that they, you know,
just to make sure there wasn't any isms or phobias or.
And some of these comedians are also top comedians who are either were part of the scene or part, you know.
Right.
We're not going to mention them, but just to keep things fair, and so no one like goes to their house and knocks on their door.
Yeah, we don't need.
But
that
we also chose judges who would really kind of know Florida, Miami, and the United States scene. One from so we had national, Floridian, and Miami judges help us make these decisions.
Again, you guys are doing all the hard work. The specific way you're solving these problems is what's going to determine the style and that's unique. Nobody else, even if they throw a festival, they can't put two of you guys together. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that unique combination with the venues, who you're getting, and even for myself, like the greatest testament of what you're doing is that you got motherfucking Francisco Ramos to headline
but it's been a
festival.
But
dog.
that's the way it has to be. It always has to be a collaboration with the scene. You know, because let's be honest, we come from a scene where we see a good idea and we're like, oh no, we're gonna do our own. We're gonna, you know, someone sees your show and instead of being like, let me get on your show, let me help your show, let's go produce. Like, no, I'm gonna do a competing show across the street.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So that's the thing with this festival that we wanted to avoid. It was like, this is not about Allison and I.
No.
We want to make a festival that includes the majority of the scene so that we can make the best festival. Instead of having a million different little festivals, let's do just a few good ones. You know?
No, I'm very much in the mindset of no one does anything all by themselves.
Right.
Okay. Like you can work very, very hard at what you do, but everyone needs to collaborate at some point in time to get where they need to go. And I feel like, you know, as like humans and human civilization has evolved, we rely on each other that much more. And look at where it's gotten us. You know what I mean? We're
Epstein Island.
Satanic pedophiles. Yeah.
The leader
I was talking about
barbecued
like,
baby.
healthcare.
real quick, so I want to recap for the podcast. The leader of every institution on the planet, all of them for some reason
Loves baby back ribs, but not the ones you're thinking of. No, okay.
No, but you know what I mean? So hopefully one day this festival gets big enough to where Tarek could, you know what I mean? Never mind.
Host the baby eating party at the end with all. No, I'm kidding. No.
That would,
No,
Yeah.
hold on, real quick.
No, this is an anti-establishment
we can only
festival.
dream. You know what I mean? We can
You
only
know?
dream of one day being that.
I
Look,
want to say, hold on, real quick, 'cause I want to say this though. Like my point is this: like obviously I like you guys personally,
Yeah.
right? But independent of
Alright.
that, independent, not that much.
You've never said that out loud.
I feel so special.
Now on camera.
But independently of that, like I can root for you guys and I can say, hey, man, it's the best thing because I love it because I love you guys, right? But when someone like Francisco Ramos, who is someone that I admire and respect, and like I literally, my comedy career, I wanted to be parallel to his in many ways. I look up to him.
Yeah.
He's
a lot of
not
bilingual. Yeah, he's one of.
He's not gonna back bullshit. He's not gonna go with something that's Mickey Mouse, that's not professional, that's not well ran, that's not. So whatever you guys had interactions with him, it obviously was at that highest caliber.
Yeah.
Because he would not put up with that bullshit otherwise.
Yeah.
So I take my hat off to you guys because that's independent.
you.
It's
I
like
mean-
everyone loves their kid, right?
Yeah.
But when other people are telling how good your kid's doing, it validates you. You know what I
And
mean?
working with Francisco was a labor of a few years in a way because he worked with Villain Theater years ago when he first started coming to Miami and testing the grounds. So I opened for him there and I met him and Carlos Santos, who's one of his another comedian Puerto Rican in LA.
They had the same management.
They were on the show together, Gentified.
Yeah.
But they toured together for a while. They brought this tour to Villain. So I met him for the first time there, connected, Venezolano, whatever. Then I worked with him at Miami Sunchiste last year. And that's where I'm like, And after I killed it on stage and he congratulated me, I was like, okay, will you do my festival now? No, because if I hadn't killed, he'd been like, bro. Because that's how it works, you know? He can't associate himself. You know, he had to believe in it. when I, showed, when he saw the idea, he saw that Jade Catapreta had done it the year before, who he knows from LA.
They filmed a bunch of sketches this past summer.
Yeah, they've
together.
worked together. He was like,
Latin
okay,
Superman.
this is all kind of falling in line with me. And he really believed in the project. He's like, Miami needs a festival. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to have him.
No,
we couldn't
it's-
have asked for someone
I'm
better.
very excited.
Yeah.
He's also been like super amazing. He's been
Supportive.
posting reels. and,
Sharing.
you know what I mean? Like just
But again, I can't say this enough.
Great.
He may have liked you and you did well. He may have,
Yeah.
wanted like emotionally, but the fact that you guys did the shit,
Yeah.
the fact that you did such a good job that when he spoke to Jade, she had nothing but the best things to say about it. The fact that when he interacted with you, you're a professional in the green room. How you approached it. I'm pretty sure that Allison kills it in the email game. So you know what I mean?
Why would you say that about a white Midwestern educated woman?
She just
I don't have multiple graduate degrees. I don't love spreadsheets. No, that's not who I am at all.
All hail our white savior. You know what I mean?
No.
No, you got it.
Got her.
No, she's like
No, but all kidding aside,
the old whitest
but it
lady.
takes like okay, there's a lot of festivals that are going to be happening this year after this happens.
Yeah.
We'll see how many of them actually go through, how well they ran, and if they go for a second year. Because that's the testament of what I want to see.
It really
Yeah.
is like one of the biggest things when we started this, and why I kind of tried to make sure that we stayed at like a scale that I could manage, was to make sure that this could be something we continue to do every year. I didn't want to overcommit last year and maybe, rent out giant,
Or even,
spend billions of dollars.
If you
on-
get a bunch of outside funding, and then
Yeah.
like Tarek can't perform. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Exactly. No, they
Yeah.
won't.
I'll sit out. I'll sit my Palestinian out. My Palestinian ass out. No.
I would
Well, that's the
never.
thing about our sponsors too. We're working with brands that kind of align with what we align with.
Mhm.
So,
Persian
this
line, baby.
Persian lime. No, but this is a Canadian brand. It's Pakistani Canadian and Palestinian Canadian owned.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
So,
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
it's
That's
that's
some
power.
cheese in there.
That's a lot, very problematic drinking this drink.
Wait,
No, I'm kidding.
wait,
No,
tasty
but
as
you know
that
what I
sounds.
mean. And it's most importantly, it's a young company that wants to grow with us.
Nice.
They're
And,
starting
yeah.
Distribution in Florida this year.
Okay.
And
And,
so as they're
yeah.
growing, they want to expand their market. And what a better way to do it than with a comedy
Yeah.
festival?
That's what's up.
Like when people come to comedy to have fun. People come to comedy to
Also, these kind of
relax.
sponsors also allow you to have artistic control
Mhm.
of who you put on your show.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure, not scaring any big sponsors away, but part of the beauty of this show is the lineup we put together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we
It's-
need sponsors that let us curate the lineup in a way that'll be representative of Miami and everything we wanted to represent. So,
Right. So speaking of Francisco Ramos, lineup, the shows, and like you're saying, being able to do this multiple times.
Mhm.
With that being said, what are each of you? I want you to give me a few dream headliners for the comedy festival. There's no money isn't a
I'm just
limitation.
I'm gonna blurt it out, right?
Mm.
My favorite English speaking comedian at the moment is Gianmarco Soresi. I would love Gianmarco to headline this comedian. Also,
I saw him
Rafi
myself.
the Brazilian.
Rafi Bastos.
Yes, he might be a great headliner for.
He'll be here in April.
Yeah,
Be here in
Coming
April.
down in April.
I mean, if you want to throw a good word for me, tell him I'll make him my headliner. I'm kidding.
Come to the show.
No, but I am.
Come
I'd
out
love
to
to
the
go.
show. Come watch it.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites, and I think he'd be great to headline Miami. I mean, I can think of a bunch, but those two, Dulce from the Daily Show.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Salone.
Salone.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
She was also
I would think she'd be amazing.
She also
in
does really
Miami.
good like sketch comedy too. I've
Yeah.
seen her do it.
I
It's
think she's
great.
probably very expensive. Because she is.
Um,
She's worth
But
it.
again,
Leah
remember,
Sampson,
money's
yeah,
not.
if Buddy was in
This is fantasy. This is you guys.
Yeah.
You have an
I mean,
infinite
I
budget.
also think it'd be cool to have like Patton Oswalt come through.
Yeah.
Right.
Like legends.
Mhm.
Also, it's bringing someone who doesn't necessarily have to have a connection to Miami, like Francisco. He's very popular here, but one has to have some sort of following here in South Florida. Also, kind of bring something new to the table, but also make us feel comfy and feel the family vibe we have here in
Mhm.
Miami. So, I mean, that's kind of the gist of it. Finding someone that fits all those things.
Mhm.
Because Miami is also a different environment than other comedy scenes. Like Miami is much more interactive. Miami, the audiences are going to be much more animated,
Mhm.
Yeah.
then
Also,
maybe
if
somewhere
anyone has
else.
suggestions, please send them to our direct messages on Instagram. Follow us, Vice City Comedy
Yes.
Festival. And, send us suggestions, not only for top headliners, but of Florida headliners.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know all the Miami headliners. I know all the Hollywood headliners. But Florida headliners like
Yeah.
Alina Siddiqui. there's Jeff Klein. There's Lauren in
Default.
Tampa,
There's a young
Default,
kid out of Tampa, I think. His name is, you guys might know, Cam Patterson. I think you
Well,
guys.
who performs at Kill Tony?
Yeah.
He's on SNL
also
now.
on SNL.
Yeah. He is, Cam.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's been on SNL for like maybe
This
2-3
season.
months. Yeah, this whole season.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't realize.
With
I
Marcelo.
don't have the Peacock.
Okay, so we can't afford him anymore.
There
Obviously
you go.
Marcelo would be great headliner for
Oh,
Miami
Marcelo would be
Festival.
great.
Mhm.
But is it bringing something new to the table? But it would have to be a special show.
Slash, I'm pretty sure he's filming
Yeah,
in February when we're doing this anyway.
yeah.
He's got
But-
another job.
I'm sure he does.
There you go.
It's
But remember,
SNL.
money,
But also-
money isn't an option.
Yeah, no, money
isn't
not isn't
here.
an option, but also it has to be someone who maybe doesn't regularly come to Miami,
Right.
because then where's the
Where's the novelty?
the
in
exciting part about
Yeah.
it, Well, like when you see that techno festival and you look at all the DJs, there has to be it can't be the DJ you see at Space every friggin' weekend,
Sure.
because you literally will prefer to go see him on a local night than a crazy night where it's
Yeah, good
packed
point.
and more expensive.
Of course.
But these are just really cool things that, like, these are awesome problems for us to have as we move forward.
Mhm.
Like the fact that we do need to think through, like, oh my God, we did this one year, amazing.
Yeah.
We're doing this another year, and we got another fantastic headliner, amazing.
Yeah.
Now we need to do it for a third year.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
guys, before we end it here, I'm going to say we talk about how to become a comedian on the show. We talk about how to run, well-ran shows. Guys, now you're hearing about how to run well-ran festivals, guys. So you're hearing from the mind of the creators of this thing. Take note. If you're trying to do a festival down here, steal good ideas shamelessly. Like learn from the
Yes.
the people that are doing
Yes.
the hard work. If I were you guys, I would even reach out and
it
learn.
just has to be good competition.
It doesn't. They don't mind. Just
Not
book them on the other festival.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's put us
and
on.
get the brain drain going.
Well, and
Right.
honestly,
No, but the more we have to offer people, the more attention Miami will get, and the more we'll push the ante. If someone comes up with another English-speaking festival and they're doing it better, then I have to do it better.
Right.
Another way to stay in the market,
Yeah, you think New York or LA or any of these places have one comedy
No,
festival
no,
a
no,
year?
And this is this is one type of festival. I'm sure eventually we can have different types of comedy
Right.
festival. There can be a queer comedy fest.
For sure.
There can be an alternative comedy fest.
And they don't even have to be festivals. Like the Comedy Olympics was something that Gold Medal Les put together. Like, I never had that idea. She came out of nowhere with that idea, put it all together. And the net result was that a bunch of audience members were like, holy shit, I never knew there was this much comedy.
Yeah.
All the showrunners were there.
Also, look, shout out to Jimena and the team of Miami Es un Chiste.
Amen.
Yeah.
Because we did our festival before theirs, but when I saw, I'm not going to compare my reach like Jimena's, and of course the Spanish-speaking scene, the reach it has, and the Improv, because that's where that festival was at. So obviously their reach is going to be bigger. They got big stars, but she really inspired me to, get a great lineup down, get great visuals, make it, she upped the ante.
Yeah.
And I
Right.
loved that.
And
And so
it's-
shout out to Miami Es un Chiste. 'cause
And
they
it's
really
also
upped
just
the ante.
always good to just have more things going on.
Yeah.
Like
It doesn't hurt.
the more
Right.
the merrier, in my opinion. The more we're able to
Yeah.
get done, the more people are going to be able to be exposed to comedy.
Also, the more popular this festival becomes, eventually the more money we can pay local comedians.
Yeah.
Right.
Which at the end of the day is always a goal of mine, to capitalize our talent, because I just see so much good talent leave or give up because they can't sustain it.
Yeah.
Sometimes even the cost of doing comedy is unaffordable to a lot of great
Where
comedy.
you get paid like $25
Yeah.
for the thing, but you had to drive.
And parking costs
Right.
20.
Yeah.
Parking's
You had
30,
to pay
yeah.
for tolls and
Yeah.
gas
Mhm.
and then parking. And then by
Yeah.
the time you get home,
Yeah, you lost money.
lost money.
So I think that we should all be trying to create more value, not just artistically, but we need to start capitalizing our art, because we need to keep our artists here.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I
it's a
couldn't
real
agree more.
bummer that
I don't
it's-
want to move to the snow.
Support
No.
art, fund art.
Yeah.
Just whatever you have, just when you see me out there, just give it all to me.
Yeah.
And you can tell yourself that you're funding art directly.
I'm sure you're going to distribute it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll redistribute that wealth.
Bring us home, Sebi.
Yeah, no, but I do want to let you guys know that if you want to get tickets, go online, look up Miami, ViceCityComedyFest.com. Check it out. Also on any of the Tarek or Allison's pages, you can go on there, and I'm assuming you guys have links in your bios to tickets and to all the information. So definitely go check them out. Give them a follow. Give the festival a follow on social media, because that way, in the coming years, you'll never miss, if you're a comic, the submission windows, and if you're a patron, those windows where you can go and buy some tickets and scoop them up. I want to thank you guys so much for helping us out. Huge shout out to your sponsor as well for providing us with some beverages. Yes. We were able to secure some, and we're gonna try some off camera. We're gonna enjoy some, even though the time of the day is not to be disclosed here in the studio. That doesn't matter.
It's almost 5 o'clock, bro.
It's 5 o'clock. Someone's watching this at 5 o'clock somewhere on YouTube. But no, thank you guys so much for coming back out, blessing the show with some information on the best festival that's happening in South Florida nowadays. And thank you guys for tuning in, as well as you do every single week, to the comedy calendar right here at the community newspapers in South Miami. Keep laughing. Until next week. See you later.